Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hasanah, and in this video I wanna answer the question for to submit the 6th assignment professional reading of TOEFL review exercise. Skill 1 till 7. Study each of the passage and choose the best answer to the question that follow. Passage 1, question 1 till 8. The Mason-Dixon line is often considered by Americans to the demarcation between the North and the South. It is in reality the boundary that separates the state of Pennsylvania from Maryland and part of West Virginia. Prior to the Civil War, the southern boundary of Pennsylvania separated the non-slave state to the north from the slave state to the south. The Mason-Dixon line was established well before the Civil War as a result of a boundary dispute between Pennsylvania and Maryland. Two English astronomers, Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon, were called in to survey the area and officially mark the boundary between the two states. The survey was complete in 1767, and the boundary was marked with stones, many of which remain to this day. The question number 1, the best title for this passage would be The answer is D, the history of the Mason-Dixon line. That's the answer because in the passage tell about the history of the Mason-Dixon. The question number 2, look at the word it in the paragraph. 1. Click on the word or phrase that it refers to. The answer, it in the paragraph that refers to the Mason-Dixon because it in the reality the boundary that separates in state of Pennsylvania from Maryland and parts of West Virginia. The question number 3, click on the drawing that shows the location of the Mason-Dixon line. The answer is picture C. The question number 4, it can be inferred from the passage that before the Civil War. The answer is D. That's the answer because prior to the Civil War, the southern boundary of Pennsylvania separated the non-slave states. The question number 5, the passage states all of the following about Mason and Dixon except that. The answer is A. They come from England. That because the answer, the Mason-Dixon line is often considered by Americans and two English astronomers is Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon. The question number 6, the passage indicates that the Mason-Dixon line was identified with. The answer is C, because the boundary was marked with stones. The question number 7, click on the paragraph that explains why the Mason-Dixon line was established. On the paragraph 2, the Mason-Dixon line was established well before the Civil War as a result of a boundary dispute between Pennsylvania and Maryland. The question number 8, the paragraph following the passage must probably discuss. The answer is B, because in the passage it describes how the state of the Mason-Dixon line from the time it was established until today. Passage 2, question 9 till 14. Manic depression is another psychiatric illness that mainly affects the mood. A patient suffering from this disease will alternate between periods of manic excitement and extreme depression, with or without relatively normal periods in between. The change in mood suffered by a manic depressive passion go far beyond the day-to-day mood change experienced by the general population. In the period of manic excitement, the mood elevation can become so intense that it can result in extensive insomnia, extreme irritability, and heightened aggressiveness. In the period of deflation, which may last for several weeks or months, a patient experiences feelings of general fatigue, uselessness, and hopelessness, and in serious cases may contemplate suicide. The question number 9, the paragraph preceding this passage must probably discuss. The answer is B. That because in the first line tell manic depression, in another psychiatric illness. The question number 10, the topic of the passage is. The answer is D, because the text tell about manic depression mainly affects the mood. The question number 11, click on the drawing of the person who is the most likely a manic depressive patient in a manic phase. The best answer is A, because in the line 6 tell intense extreme irritability. The question number 12, the passage indicates the most people. The answer is D, because in the line 7 tell about become highly depressed. The question number 13, look at the word in the passage, click on the word or phrase it refers to. The answer, it in the line 6 refers to mood elevation. The question number 14, the passage implies that. The answer is D, because in the last line tell might contemplate suicide. Passage 3, question 15 till 23. Unlike earlier campaigns, the 1960 presidential campaign featured a politically innovative and highly influential series of televised debates in the contest between the Republicans and the Democrats. Debates that could be viewed by such a wide audience had ever before been part of the presidential campaigns, and through this debate, the far-reaching medium of television show how effective it could be in influencing the outcome of an election. The two parties to face off in the election select very different candidates. John Kennedy, a young senator from Massachusetts without much experience and recognition in national politics, established an early lead among Democratic hopefuls and was nominated on the first ballot at the Los Angeles Convention to be the representative of the Democratic Party in the presidential elections. The older and more experienced Richard Nixon, then serving as Vice President of the United States under Eisenhower, received the nomination of the Republican Party. Both Nixon and Kennedy campaigned vigorously throughout the country and then took the unprecedented step of appearing in face-to-face debates on television. Experts in the politics of presidential elections contend that the debates were a pivotal force in the elections in front of a viewership of more than 100 million citizens. Kennedy masterfully overcame Nixon's advantage as the better known and more experienced candidate and reserved the public perception of him as too inexperienced and immature for the presidency. In an election that was extremely close, it was perhaps this debate that brought victory to Kennedy. The question number 15. The paragraph preceding the passage most likely discussed. The answer is A. Because in the first line tell unlike earlier campaigns, the 1960 presidential campaign. The question number 16. Which of the following best express the main idea of the passage? The answer is B. The question number 17. Look at the word in paragraph 1. Click on the word or phrase that it refers to. The answer is only the line, the far-reaching medium of television. The word it refers the far-reaching medium of television, meaning the wide reach of television media show how effective it is in influencing election results. So, the word it refers to the far-reaching medium of television. The question number 18. The passage implies Kennedy. The answer is B, because in the last line. The question number 19. The passage states that the television debates between presidential candidates in 1960. The answer is D, because there are two lines, namely lines 1 and 2, which makes it even more convincing that the television debate between presidential candidates in 1960 was the first presidential campaign debate broadcast on television. The question number 20. Which of the following is not mentioned about Richard Nixon? The answer is D, because it's incorrect. Richard Nixon wasn't the one who was nominated on the first vote, because in the paragraph 2 it is in the line John Kennedy. The question number 21. The passage states that in the debate with Nixon, Kennedy demonstrated to the American people that he was. The answer is D, because in the paragraph 3 on the line and refers the public perception of him as to read until the presidency. The question number 22. The pronoun him in the line 17 refers to. The answer is A, because in the paragraph 3 on the line Kennedy masterfully and so on read until immature for the presidency. The question, the last, number 23. Click on the paragraph that describes the two candidates in the election. The answer is the beginning of paragraph 2 to the end, which describes the two candidates in the election is on the line John Kennedy read until you meet the sentence the older and experienced Richard Nixon. Continue reading until the end of paragraph 2. So, in paragraph 2, it is about describing the two candidates in the election. I think this all my video about answer the question for to submit the 6th assignment professional reading of major. I'm sorry if I have a much mistake, and I hope you understand. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.